Reactive training systems.
I think that's what I'm supposed to hit. Then you have to go without the fear of overshooting or failing that lift or whatever, because then you're not focused on what you have to do. And I think personally, and with the athletes that I coach, we learn so much more things with the failures than we do with the successes. Obviously, you learn a lot with the successes, but what you learn from failures usually will help you not redo the same failures, whether it be programming or technical error, technical stuff.
Yeah. I agree with you that you do learn more from the failures, and that, pushing it, especially in the context of like a single set here and there, perhaps at strategic parts of the program. I like what you said, that you have to take some risk. And when you take risks, sometimes it doesn't work out. They need to be calculated, and, you need to understand that it might not work out, and that if it doesn't, then you're okay paying the price for that. But that it's not a catastrophic thing to to miss a weight in training, or something like that, or to overshoot an RPE. I do think that you can, well, there's kind of two ends of the spectrum. There's kind of the person that you've been talking about, where they've overshot, maybe they've missed some weights this week. It's just not going well, so emergency deload kind of response. And then there's the other end of the spectrum, where it's just like pretend nothing happened and stick to the program. And if I had to choose one, I suppose I would choose the pretend nothing happened, stick to the program approach. But I don't think either one is technically correct. And you kind of explained a scenario earlier where you talked about, like, well, maybe you can just dial back a couple sessions and let the recovery happen over the next, couple sessions, maybe a week or two if it's really bad. I think that's a very sensible thing to do. That's the approach that I've been driving toward in my own coaching for the last, I don't know, quite a while now. And I do prefer the mathematics of things, so I have a tendency to try to mathematize it all, but it doesn't have to be that. But the right answer is some sort of adaptation. Now, if we're talking about overshooting your top set by half an RPE, yeah, there's probably some adjustment that could be made, but it's probably also not noticeable. And maybe you undershoot a set later on in the week that's by half an RPE, and that's all the accounting that needs to happen anyway. So I don't think it has to be overly thought through. But if you do find yourself where, you kind of dug yourself into this fatigue hole, then yeah, so you make some adjustments over the next couple sessions and you're back in business, and it doesn't necessarily need to be a momentum stopping event.
So what's funny is what you just said is you're really big on that mathematical aspect of things, and I'm definitely not. Given my background, I was studying law, so I'm more so a concept guy, rule, stuff like that. And it's funny to see that again, I share the principle, your approach. I follow the classrooms, RTS, everything.
Sure.
But I was always trying to stick up to the mathematical aspect sides, and I was usually I was doing them, and then I was like, it's not me, it's not how I think, so I can't stick to something that doesn't make sense to me, and it doesn't make sense, like it's not logical. It's to me it isn't, because I don't understand that logic, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny to see that.
Shh. There is a secret to great training programs, but it's not a magic set and rep scheme or this one weird exercise that powerlifting pros don't want you to know about. The secret is in your training log. See, years ago, we began developing tools to help you unlock these secrets, and we've been putting them online for free ever since. That's right, it's free for everybody. Now you may be thinking, what's the big deal? People have been logging training forever, and you're right, but the secret isn't just in keeping a logbook. It's using that log to make better training decisions. That's the real secret. This is where the RTS training log excels. You haven't done SSB squats in 3 months and you're wondering what your target weight should be? We can help you with that. Did you overshoot on your top set and you're wondering if you should adjust your back offsets? We can help you with that too. Are you building the most important training block of this year and you're wondering what your most highly effective blocks have in common? Yep, we got you covered there too. There's more. There's a lot more. And yes, it is all free. Not just a free trial, not free with ads, just regular free. You go to reactivetrainingsystems.com, then you click on apps, sign up for a login, and you're in.